Hello, New York. We are in Grand Central Terminal looking at the iconic famous clock, huge windows. And today we're going to explore Grand Central Madison, which is a new train station built underneath Grand Central, very far beneath Grand Central. So we're walking down the stairs to the dining concourse where they've got all sorts of great food. Shake Shack, Tartinery, Zaro's upstairs, Joe's Coffee. Tons of great places to eat. That's where the trains come in. Those are lower level trains. And we're just walking through. So this is closed for some reason. I guess they just don't do breakfast. But now we're going to walk into the access to Long Island Railroad. This used to be just dining in here, and they opened up this big gap here to install stairs and escalators. And here we see people coming in from Long Island direct. And that's the game changer here, is that you can now come directly from the Long Island Railroad into Midtown, into Grand Central. Where previously you only could come into Penn Station down on 34th Street. This is 43rd Street. Here's the schedule. Beautiful new high definition screen showing you the train schedules. We've got a little Zaro's cart there. We've got police station there. And all sorts of art here. And it's really, really cool. We'll look at more of it later. But this is going to be a store. And so they're advertising what it could look like if you're selling clothing there to attract a retailer. And here we are. Beautiful, bright space with these great travertine floors. I did a video on how they make these floors. We were down here several months ago. And you can see the workers installing it. Basically, it's just like concrete. And they spread it with trowels. They let it dry. They grind it, they sand it, then they polish it. And then it looks beautiful and lasts forever. Look at this really cool tile mosaic artwork. So we're just going to proceed north. We entered basically at 43rd. And here's a map. We entered basically right there. And it proceeds all the way up to 48th Street. And the train platforms are there, so we'll go up there now. So here we are. Nice tall ceilings, really bright light, wide, and lots of people making their way into work. I came in from the main level. These people are coming up from the tracks. New bathrooms, kind of look like an airport, men and women next to each other. Centralize the plumbing, make access and maintenance easier. And here's the departures. So not a lot of stores yet, but they've built them expecting them to come. And come they will, eventually, because all these people need to eat and shop. So here you've got someone helping point people to different spots. And this is one of the escalator stations, taking you down to 45th Street. We're not going to get on it, but look how far down that goes. Really cool. There's police here helping people. There's MTA workers there. So I just thought it would be interesting for those who haven't been here, or those who don't live in New York, to get a look at this, because it's pretty cool. This was a massive undertaking. It took decades to complete. They drilled tunnels underneath the river to get the new train service here. And the boring machine that drilled these tunnels is pretty cool. I should do a video just on that. When it had completed its job, because it's such a huge, heavy machine, they decided to just bury it in place. They dug a grave for it and cemented it in, and down there it lies. At least, I think it's cemented in. I'd love to find that out. It would be really cool to see that thing if we could. So, here is another restroom station, and then a big ticketing area. And they've got all the schedules here. They've got machines. And then they have, oh my gosh, real life humans there to help people. So if you need help, there's folks there to give you directions to help you figure out how to get to where you want to go. Yeah, and here are some of the photos of the construction. So these are the tunnels that I was telling you about. And here's workers building, outfitting. There's construction of the escalators. There's the rail yards where the trains come from. It's really a massive undertaking. I mean, a generation of workers built this. Now here is a wonderful mural by a Japanese artist. I'm forgetting her name. I'm sure there'll be a sign for it down here, but let's just take a look at it together. I love this. It's so whimsical and fun, and just happy, right? I just love this. So this is all done in mosaic tile, and there's tons of other people here enjoying it, taking photos. There's tourists here, and I think there's a tour guide here helping people see what's going on. And yeah, here's the artist, Yayoi Kusama. This is called A Message of Love Directly from My Heart into the Universe. Glass mosaic. Really something else. Just beautiful. I love this artwork. I'd love to get something like that. And here is, you know, the Long Island Railroad train station outline, showing you all of the different terminals that this train station serves. Terminating there in Brooklyn. There's Manhattan, the Bronx, Port Washington, Nassau, going all the way out in Long Island. Pretty cool. All right, so we are walking north still. And here is 47th Street. And it goes to 48th Street and then pops up above ground. We're going to go to the very northern terminus of 48th Street, and then we'll go downstairs to show you how you get to the train platforms. But I really haven't seen a single store here yet. No brave retailer has decided to take the initiative and open something yet. But they will. And talking to friends who are retail leasing specialists, I was talking to one of the very top people just the other day, and retail leasing is back. You know, with the advent of online shopping, Amazon effect, retailers really got hit hard. And for a while, that asset class was in big trouble. But it's coming back, and stores have figured out how to engage with people. And I personally really enjoy the experience of going into a store, physically checking stuff out. A lot of people do, and so they're figuring out now that that's an experience that people want again. And so all these stores will start to fill up again once they figure out the right concepts. So we're going down the escalator, down this long aperture here that gets us in. Now I guess I'll walk to speed it up. And we'll walk down into a train platform to show you what it's like. This is so cool looking. It really is. So there's one escalator going down, and there's 3 going up. And the reason they have so many is not because they expect crowds to be so big that they need 3 of them, but in case one needs to be serviced. It's such a long ride down here that if someone is disabled, you need to have redundancy. So you need to have multiple escalators to make sure that passengers can always get up. Oh, morning, how are you? And so here we are at the top of the 2 elevator tracks. One here and one down there. So let's just go down one and check it out. There's all sorts of poetry and stuff, little Easter eggs here. So there's nothing you can't do now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it from New York. Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, we all know that. Great song. So they've got just all sorts of really cool New York-y things, whether it be art, whether it be poetry, music. Just great. And here's a train platform right there. The trains literally pull up right there. And look how clean it is. It's just amazing. And I don't know what those big things are that have lights on. I'm thinking they're air monitoring stations and places for fresh air to come in. I'm trying to figure out how to get down into this platform. I know there's an elevator station right there, but okay, I have to take a stair down. So here we are down at 47th Street and tracks 301 and 302. So let's just go down and check it out. So bright, so clean, so nice. All right, we are completing our journey from the clock all the way down to the tracks. This is really cool. So this is coming in at 9:54 a.m., the next train. And that takes you north, and then it pivots to the right, to the east, and to the tunnel that gets you to Long Island. Pretty cool. And this goes south. And eventually, these trains are going to continue all the way to Penn Station. So it'll stop here. And that's going to be a game changer for a lot of Long Islanders. And look how clean it is in here. If you've ever looked at train tracks in the past for where you come in on the old established lines that have been there for 100 years, they're kind of grungy and old looking. And this is just like perfectly clean with these great sewer grates to keep water from flooding when we have big rains and big storms. You can see there's a security camera right there. Hello security, hello AI. They're protecting your safety. So in case there's anything going on here, they can monitor that and send people to help out. But how cool is this? So that is the entire journey right there to get you from Grand Central down to your track at the end of the day. We're doing it backwards because this is the morning. And now, I haven't done this, but we're going to walk to 48th Street, which is this way, and we're going to go above ground. I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but we'll take this escalator up, and you can see they're all sets of 4. There's one coming down and 3 going up in this instance this time of day. At the end of the day, they'll switch that so that they go with the flow of traffic. So you can see there's different color schemes for each of the downward and upward escalators, and it's a way to help people know where they are. You wouldn't notice it first time, but when we went down at 48th Street, the tiling was like a light green color, like a seafoam green, whereas this is sort of white glass tile, and so it looks different. So each one has its own color, and if you look in the flooring up top, which we will in a moment, you'll see that there's different colors in the flooring as well. They used different dyes in the travertine, so you can just automatically know where you're at. These guys are getting their steps in. I'm just sitting here so that I don't get sound winded. But this is pretty cool. It's quite a journey. So much work it took to get to this point, and now it's finally fully realized. They just opened full access and full train schedules, whereas the first month and a half or so, they meaning the MTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority, had limited running just to get the bugs out, to work through any issues that there might be. And see, there's gentlemen here pointing, and you can see there's wayfinding right here in the pattern here. Somebody's giving out something. What are you giving out, sir?
A map of the new country.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I have it digitally, so I'll save you a tree, but thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Doing a little video on this. Have a great day. Okay, so let's go to the north, here to 48th Street, where I'm going to go. And here's another cool art installation that changes. And this is showing some of the other train stations. This is the Valley Stream Babylon branch train and some of the art there. So this is dynamic. They can change it. That's great. Just love this. It's really, really engaging. Now they just need some vendors to come and sell, stuff like a CVS, or a wine store like there. You're going home and you're going to go meet your spouse. You want to get some wine and some food. You go to Grand Central upstairs. And this, I guess we have to take the elevator up. And the other ones, there are stairs. So we're going to take this ride and see where it takes us. Okay, and here we are at 48th Street. We've just taken the elevator and we're going straight to JP Morgan Chase's new headquarters, which spans from Madison Avenue to Park Avenue. And here's 280 Park Avenue. So that's it. That is the new Grand Central Madison experience for someone who commutes from Long Island. So how do we tie this in now to Bill making real estate deals and feeding his family? So there's opportunity here, people, occupiers of office space. So if you live in Long Island and previously you've said, well, my commute, makes it so that I really need to be located near Penn Station. That's the best thing for me and my employees and my fellow workers. You now have choice. And so you can get directly to Grand Central and to Midtown East, this neighborhood, which at the moment is definitely a better experience than the Penn Station experience. And as one of my colleagues is fond of saying, real estate is on sale. And when real estate's on sale, you buy real estate. So there are great deals to be had on office space, particularly facing east. We're on Park Avenue looking to Lexington and 3rd Avenues. And there are really, really good deals available for office space on those two corridors and on the side streets here. So if you would like to take advantage of those, learn about what's available, what the pricing is, and how you can use office space to grow your business and allow it to prosper, reach out to me, Bill Montana. We will help you out. Have an awesome day. Hope you enjoyed this. I did.